Welcome back to the Precision Paddle channel, the best paddle channel on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Today I'm going to show you a high-level Playtomic match I played about 2 weeks ago, where I played actually really well in this, so I wanted to post it. And I'm playing with Will Skadelsky, a very, very good, solid player who I played actually in the Kent County Championships. So if you watched my content and seen that video, I played with him recently against him in that one. But now I'm playing with him in this match. And I just want to show you like this whole match because I felt I played really well, and I felt I played like very, very consistently, and just I want to show you some tactical things that I did in this match. And yeah, so we do start off holding our serve, which is always good to start the match, and we're playing against Benji and Aidan, who are very, very good players at this club in Square One, Ashford. So me and Will knew we had to play well, and look at the one I put to the feet there just to get a high volley from Benji. It's always good to try and aim for the feet when you're playing against people in paddle with a little bit of slice. And here I throw up a nice lob off the return and rush the net. Basically, rushing the net is very important in paddle. If you're new or a beginner and you're starting out in paddle, rushing the net, it should be your number one goal. So playing the lob, deep lob, is very, very good idea. Very, very key shot in paddle. As you can see, I play a lob there again and rush the net, because now we can attack with our volleys, okay? So if you're new to paddle and want some like good tactical advice, rush the net, always a good play. And here Benji plays a nice forehand volley, and he plays a nice kind of bandeka / fibra to come back into the net and regain the net position. This is really good play, often playing bandekas down the middle, and then Will plays a nice one down the middle and a lovely angle from Benji there. Really nice play there. As you can see, very, very solid players we're playing against. And don't be afraid, guys, to just lob off the return if you get like a short serve. Lobbing off the return every time, if you can make a deep lob, it's literally always the best play because you're in the net, right? That's the main focus, so don't be afraid to keep lobbing. So I like the little catchphrase, if in doubt lob. I want to make that my catchphrase of this channel. And here I play a lovely recovery off the smash here, slice down the middle. Then I can't quite find the angle there. So it is still 1-1. This is a long game, but Aidan puts one into the restaurant, pops one out, and it's now 1-1. And a lovely return from Aidan to get the net. Look how he just rushes and closes the net down there. And I can't quite read the bounce off the glass. That's why your footwork's always key in paddle. Make sure your footwork is very active, especially when the ball's going off the glass, because you don't want to be stuck in the wrong position. You want to always be constantly on the move and able to adapt and find where the ball's going to bounce. And if you're static, then you're just going to be reaching for the ball and you're not going to make it. Lovely shot from Will there off the glass, and places a nice one down the middle. It's always good to place ones down the middle of the court, guys, low, because then your opponents have to decide who's going to hit the ball. So another key tactical thing, which you're seeing in this match already, is hit the ball down the middle low. And you know you're going to draw some errors or confusion, and it's going to pass them by, and it's going to be a bit of miscommunication sometimes, and you're going to get the net that way. So here I play a nice little bandeka / vibra to the feet, and here I play another deep lob. And you know, if your lobs are working, you're going to be playing well in paddle. That's why I find anyway. Oh, a lovely shot from Benji. I think he made that one. He might have gone out, but I think he did make that. So we hold serve. It is now 2-1, and now we're trying to break the serve. And Will throws in a nice lob there. And look how we both run to the net together. It's always good to work in pairs, you know, when you're playing paddle. Unlike tennis, where one person's at the back and one person's at the net. In paddle, it's always good to work together, and you should be moving up together and moving back together and defending on the most part, on the majority of the points, right? And I look at this scramble from me here, watching it nicely, and then I couldn't quite get the second one. And I think Will was a bit frustrated because he could have got that one, but it's all good. I play a lovely lob down the middle there, and I play a decent forehand volley to the middle. I'm just trying to be consistent at the net, not trying to do too much here, and I do draw the error. Sometimes, you know, you don't have to do a lot of the net. Just make the next ball, make the next volley. Lovely half volley from me there, lovely block, and I play an absolutely ridiculous volley pass. I'm telling you, that was one of my best moments from this match. That one felt really good. It's always satisfying when you do something like that. So, you know, that's given us momentum in this game. I think we're putting a little bit of pressure on their serve now. These nice deep lobs are really working. And although you can't play a super high lob because we're indoors here and the roof isn't super high, you can still play a decently high lob and it's not going to touch the roof. But remember, if the lob does touch the roof, if you didn't know this, then it's automatically the opponent's point. And there we go. We do find a breakthrough. We do break serve, and now it's 3-1. And here I'm playing some nice backhand volleys down low. Those are not easy, but that's one of my favourite shots. In fact, it is my favourite shot, if you didn't already know. And that one just goes out. So, the combination of being solid and consistent, not trying to go for too much of the net like me and Will are doing here, and a few errors from our opponents, that's all it's going to take sometimes in these matches, So you don't have to always go for so much. Look, Will just places a nice one down towards the feet. I play a lovely volley down to the feet, another one down to the feet, and we draw the error. See how we just played that 1 point? So it's always about trying to, find their feet so you can get a high volley pop up and then you can attack from there. And that combined with a couple errors, and now we're 4-1. So sometimes, less is actually more in paddle, guys. Just remember that. Tell your mate next time he's smacking the ball everywhere and trying to go for a lot of power every time that he doesn't need to. It's better to just be consistent most times, get the ball back into play and move the opponents around. Just like Benji's doing here. This is lovely from him. And he changes the pace up. Will's doing some great defence off the glass here. But you see how Benji's not going for too much. He's just trying to build the point. I play a nice lob over the top. Benji goes for another lob over me. This is really nice from everyone here. Lovely shot there from Benji to get the net again. And then Will plays a lob. You see how it's just very, very lob and then come to the net and then lob and then come to the net. And this is a really nice patient point we played there. And we do eventually draw the error. So it is now 5-1. And let me know in the comments if you think less is more and you should be consistent over trying to go for all your shots. Because I found personally, after my kind of 7-8 months of playing, that is the best play for this level anyway. When you get to a higher level, then weapons and like big shots come into play. You see these top guys on the tour have these huge smashes and stuff. So you need elements of that in your game when you get to a certain level. But I feel like personally, that's only at the very top level. At this level, high level in the UK, level 4.5 and above or level 4, then it's good to just play solid, play consistent, draw the error. And, when you can find a ball to attack, obviously go for it. Benji, lovely angle to the feet there and a volley down the middle. Lovely play there. That's always a good play as well. Angle towards the feet, volley down the middle. And I miss a smash here. I actually airball it, but Will manages to recover. So we do win the first set 6-1. We played super well in that one, I thought. So let's see what happens in the second set. Again, there's another example of us just playing to the feet. Look how much we're playing to the feet in this match, guys. And obviously, it's quite hard to find their feet all the time, but it just allows us to attack, and we're not doing too much with the ball. And it's just always a good tactic to aim for the feet. There I went for a Roger Federer-esque one-handed backhand. That was incredible. Boy, does it help coming from a tennis background where you had a one-handed backhand and transitioning to paddle. Oh my goodness, I'm so thankful I had a one-hander in tennis. And I play a lovely one down the feet again, and I get tagged, unfortunately. I hate when I get tagged. It's so jarring. I feel like there's nothing you can do about it. Couldn't quite recover that one off the double glass. The glass defence in general is, as a tennis player coming to paddle, is, I found, one of the hardest things to adapt to. Let me know if you agree in the comments if you've come from tennis and you found a double glass and glass defence in general to be the hardest thing to adapt to. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that. So we are 1-love up in this second set and I'm now serving. Let's see what Will does with this. Plays a lovely one. It's called a Bahada, that one, where it hits the glass and you hit it down off the glass. And we get the net position. And Will throws in a lovely little fake smash. And this is another tactical thing you can pick up from this match. Make sure you're not predictable on the court when you hit your overhead. Sometimes throw in the little slow fake smash just so it keeps your opponents guessing. Now they don't know whether you're going to hit the big one. They don't know whether to come forward or they don't know whether to stay at the back. It's going to create a little bit of doubt and uncertainty in their mind. And so therefore, next time you can just kind of, choose whichever one you want and they're going to have to kind of guess. And you don't want to become predictable because if you just smash big every time, they're just going to run straight to the net and be there in position. So make sure to have the fake smash in your locker. It's also a really satisfying shot when you get it right. So we are now 2-love up. Benji misses a forehand volley into the middle of the glass. That's unlike him as well. These two very, very good players. Lovely Bahada there for Maiden. That is one shot that when he's on, he does like that one. That went like a rocket, let me tell you. Nice forehand volley again down the middle. And backhand Bahada there from Benji. And then Will throws in a bit of a bigger one now. And you see how we changed the pace up. So now Aiden doesn't really know whether to run forward or stay at the back. So yeah, it's really good to change the pace up on your overheads. You're going to cause a lot of trouble with that. Here, again, I'm just at the net. I change the pace up with my overhead now. And you see how that works out well. Sometimes, I don't often go for the big smash, but when I do, I make sure to hit it with some power, you know, just to throw them off a little bit. And yeah, we just played super solid in this match, I thought. Like, not really many errors. And let me know down in the comment section whether you prefer to play with really solid, consistent players who haven't got big weapons, or players who have big weapons like a big smash but are a bit more hit or miss when it comes to errors. Let me know. I'd like to know your thoughts on that in the comments, which one you prefer playing with, because I feel like it's a little bit of personal preference. Lovely drop volley from Will to the cage. That was super nice. And we are now 4-love up in this match. Just a little reminder that I do have my next LTA tournament at Rocks Lane again on Sunday, so you'll be seeing a tournament video as I continue my road to GB top 100. Yeah, super fun series so far. So I've got another Rocks Lane tournament on Sunday. Stay tuned for the video. And if you've watched this far in the video, make sure to subscribe and like. And like I said, leave a comment down below. Lovely one to the feet from Will, and he just misses the backhand down the line. So it's now 4-1. Can they make a comeback in the second set? Will goes for a big smash. When it's on top of the net like that, don't be afraid to just, you know, put the ball away. You know, sometimes you don't need to do a fake smash. And I play a lovely Bahada there. That one was super accurate, right into the corner. That one always feels good when you make it. See there, I play a fake smash there to Benji's feet, and Will can just come in and press with the forehand volley. But we do lose the net here. Benji goes for like a little gancho shot, and Aiden a nice volley into the corner there. I'm doing well to scramble, but I can't quite make the half volley. That would have been nice if I made it though, because I did regain the net there. So it's all a battle of gaining the net position in Padel. That's what I'm learning. It's like a chess game. Who can gain the net through like variety of shots, and who can take back the net? It's really cool. It's like capture the flag. That's why I like Padel so much more than tennis. I know it's hard saying that because I come from tennis, but at the moment anyway, I'm preferring Padel much more, just because of like the whole thinking element, and I just feel like it's more interesting. You have to think more on the court, and you play more variety of shots. So yeah, a few errors here, and it's now 5-1. We need one more game to win this match. And let me know if you've played Padel today and how your match went, and if you won or lost. And let me know if you found any tactical tips from this video useful, and what kind of videos you want to see in the future. So I believe it's match point now. Can we close out this match? Will goes for a lovely passing shot down the line. And there's game, set and match. Hope you enjoy the video, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you at Rocks Lane next Sunday.